San Javier, topographically, is like a pimple on a teenager. It sticks right out of the ground and you can't miss it. I can't believe it hasn't been put in production. San Javier is another project that we have just over the border in Mexico, in the state of Sonora. It's located in the town of San Javier, which is about an hour and a half to the east of Hermosillo, the capital of Sonora. This property is like a couple miles, 4 or 5 kilometers, if you will, off the paved road, has power to it, and most importantly, has a copper oxide resource, which we've presented in a PEA in 2023. We went back and said, okay, if we have reported gold values in the drilling that we did in 2023, then we should maybe see what the historic drilling has. And it had a number of holes in the historic drilling. So we pulled some samples from the historic core drilling that were rejects. We sent them out to be assayed. And they came back, a number of them, 4 out of the 5 holes that we submitted had gold content in them. And so we've taken those numbers and it, quite frankly, anywhere from, say, at a 0.3 cutoff up to almost 2 grams gold. We expanded the known area, known volume, if you will, of potential mineralization that was principally gold.
What's interesting about San Javier is that the PEA that was done, it was done in 2023, so the metal numbers are quite outdated in terms of the economics, and so we have an NPV estimated at around 112 million at a 7% discount with an IRR of around 26%. So metal prices were quite lower then in 2023 than they are now, so the economics of this project look quite compelling, and we didn't have all of the gold information that we have now. And just to note some of those holes, I mean, you had 105 meters at 0.63% copper, 51 meters at 0.32% copper. The gold content is 21 meters of about 1.5 grams and 27 meters of almost 2 grams, and those are just a few of the highlights. And so I think when you start to wrap this up and putting some economics onto this, updating the metal prices to a more current PEA, this could be a really compelling property for us.
We're very interested, very bullish on that property. Coming up in the next week, we will be finalizing and making the final payments to Tusk on a property, and we owe approximately $227.5 thousand and approximately 4.55 million shares. And so once that's paid, it'll be 100% ours. And given the PEA was calculated on $4 copper, and copper is now at let's call it 640 US, and gold was not even considered, we think there's a lot of upside as far as from an economic valuation of that property.
There's also optionality in this property because we have 2 neighbors on both sides of us, one that has more copper mineralization focused, one that's more gold focused. And so there's also potential to monetize this asset should we want to put some economics on this and see what the true value is. And I think that could be a good solution to, less dilution for the company and a very favorable situation for either of our neighbors who want to expand their current operations or their current exploration footprint.
Topographically, is like a pimple on a teenager. It sticks right out of the ground and you can't miss it. The estimated strip ratio is 0.3 to 1. So you're moving very little waste to get to the heart of the deposit. It's a very valuable asset. It's a lot more valuable than I think anybody has considered. And whether you do produce gold or copper or both, the strip ratio, the cost of production is going to be much lower than many mines. I can't believe it hasn't been put in production.